We're live.
Hello, world.
Hello.
Hey guys. So 2016 struck again.
Yep. Just had to
This has been
dust on the
yeah.
balls one last time.
I thought we were gonna make it, man. Honest to goodness, I've never really been affected by celebrity deaths. Like Muhammad Ali was a big one for me because I'm a sports guy, but this one hurt.
2016 had to take one last one from us,
Yeah.
but the year's not over. So,
Who's it gonna be tomorrow or the next day? Who's gonna die on New Year's Eve?
anyways, we're here today to talk about the life of Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
Yep.
And celebrate her because her most famous role obviously is Princess Leia from Star Wars. That's the one that impacted the most amount of people. A lot of minor roles here and there, but she will forever be Princess Leia.
Yeah. With all the stuff she's done, definitely Princess Leia Organa is her most iconic role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of a surprise she died at the age of 60 because we got news. Everybody got news that she had a heart attack, and it made everybody really worried.
What sucks is that
And
she was
then,
recovering fine and like she was okay. She was actually getting better
yeah,
yesterday, but like she just never woke up today. She fell asleep and just never woke up. It's like
yeah,
what in the world?
everybody was confident. And word is out that she was healthy, she was doing a lot better. And it went from that to this morning. I wake up to a text from Ben saying that Carrie Fisher's dead.
Yeah, my uncle told me earlier today. I was like, "You're kidding? No, are you fooling with me?" Because I seriously thought he was just fooling with me, but no, he wasn't. So I was
Mm.
like, "Oh, well, that's awful." And the first thing that came to my mind was just the story direction. How are they going to take it now? I mean, the good thing is Disney said that they finished all of her scenes in episode 8, so none of those will be impacted. And
Yeah,
for all we know, Leia could
but I
actually
don't. We
die.
shouldn't be worried. We shouldn't be worried about Episode 8 or any of the Star Wars. That's not what this is about.
Okay.
Um, because Carrie Fisher meant a lot more to us than Episode 8.
Well, it she meant a
Yeah,
lot to many people. I
yeah.
don't. I personally don't really get that attached to actors or actresses or whatever.
It's not about the fact that she is an actress or just that she's a famous person. It's the fact that these are stories that we've grown up with and people and faces that we've seen for our entire lives, and it's gone. They're gone now. We'll never see this face again in anything else. This acting, we'll never get to see this person who's portrayed a character that we loved ever again.
Yeah.
Everyone has their time to go at some
Mm-hmm.
point. What were you going to say, Jacob?
Just about how when Maddox was saying how we grew up with watching these actors when they die. That's it. We're watching people that we've watched our whole lives leave.
We'll never get to see him again. Nothing new.
We'll only have the memories.
Yeah. Um, that's a big reason why when David Bowie died, a lot of people were impacted this year. When David Bowie died, the same thing happened. People were like, "We'll never get to see anything new from him." Gene Wilder was a big one, but he was 90 years old. You weren't going to get anything new out of him, anyways.
Yeah.
But when you're taken before your time,
When you're still in what could be
acting,
considered your prime.
yeah, still in condition to bring out new content, that's when it hurts.
I have the wiki. Unfortunately, I have not had the chance to see any of her other works except for Star Wars, but
Now
I think
she does play a role in one of my favorite films, The Blues Brothers,
yeah. See, I've
in which
never seen it.
she's Juliet Jake's ex-girlfriend, or
Uh,
on and off again girlfriend. Like,
uh,
it never explains exactly who she is.
her
Apparently,
filmography role,
yeah,
her role
Juliet.
is listed as the mysterious woman.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, Juliet Jake stood her up at the altar, but she still kind of loves him a little bit because she lets him go.
Yeah, you know the saying: if you love something, let it go.
Yeah. Um. Well, she did have a gun pointed at them in the movie. She had an AK-47 pointed, or some machine gun pointed at Juliet Jake's face, and when he tried to use his charm on her, it worked, and he was able to push her down and run away, and she she went and fired back at her. But for that moment that allowed him to get to that, you could tell that she still had some feelings. Juliet or Juliet Jake was just smooth as fuck. Um, but her as Princess Leia, obviously her main role, the one that everybody knows her for.
Yeah, it like I said a minute ago, I haven't seen any of her other films. I've seen some of the films she makes like cameos in,
Yeah,
but I've never seen any of her other works where she is in a title role.
And I'm pretty sure that her favorite role to play was Leia because that's what she's most famous for. I mean, and I based that also off of Harrison Ford. He was kind of like getting bored with his acting career, if I remember correctly. He wasn't really enjoying it because he was getting older. But when they brought him back to play Han Solo, you could actually see. I heard someone say this in another YouTube video. I just forgot who said it, but basically they said it seems as if he had a bit more life in him. It's like he thoroughly enjoyed playing Han Solo.
mm-hmm.
And I get the feeling that Carrie Fisher enjoyed playing Leia, and she was glad that she was brought back. Because the sad thing about Carrie Fisher is that she had a very depressing life. She was depressed. I mean, she was kind of crazy in some
She
points.
she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she actually announced it herself, and the great thing about her, she was brutally honest about all of her problems.
She was. She had a very unique approach to the world. She didn't care what was wrong. She took it at point blank value or at face value and accepted it the way it was and tried to make the best of it. She is one of the only people that I don't know personally, but one of the only people in Hollywood and just in general that I can say took even the worst with a good look.
And she said it in one of her quotes. She said about talking about all the things that happened to her, all of her mental illnesses. She said, "Better me than anyone else," and I think that spoke volumes about her personality.
And I will say, tying back to what I was saying earlier, because I didn't think I got to finish what I was wanting to say, but I'm glad that she was able to be brought back in to play as Leia, and for one last time. Because I mean, she was in Rogue One, wasn't she? They CGI'd her face in Rogue One, right?
Yes, they CGI'd her in Rogue One. Well, no, not necessarily. It was a stand-in.
Okay.
It wasn't actually Carrie Fisher that as Leia. It was a stand-in, but they did. If I remember correctly, I watched. I think it was like Hello Greedo or Star Geek, one of the two. Did a whole video about how she was a consultant.
Got it.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, I'm just glad that she was able to be brought back into a universe and play a character that she loved playing one last time, because in episode 7 and 8, because we know that her scenes in 8 are finished.
Someone's rambling. Someone's got a lot of scratching in their mic.
Oh, sorry, that's me. That's it's probably scratching against the jacket.
Yep.
So
I heard the zipper.
So
yeah,
I'm just glad she was able to do that before she went, and I do appreciate her contribution to the world and playing such an amazing character from an amazing franchise.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on there. I'm with you there, Ben.
Guess who's gonna get me next?
Do you think she was able? Do you think she was able to move the walking carpet out of the way? I'm sorry. It
That
was
went
a
over.
lifetime goal. Hey, you got to bring some humor into it.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I've already seen this fantastic picture. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold up.
Did you guys see the video of a fan edit of just 5 minutes of Carrie Fisher and it's a compilation of like all of her films?
No, I haven't seen that.
I'll try to find it later, and if I can find it, I'll put it in the description. I'll put the link to it in the description box. It was very well done, and it was very heartfelt. Mark Hamill, I saw he tweeted out today.
This.
He tweeted out today about the loss of Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
And
Have
to
you guys
me,
seen this though? Hold on. Have you guys seen this? Ben said I got to bring in some humor. You guys see that what I'm sharing? You guys see what I'm sharing?
no, I can't see it.
No.
Oh yeah, you're on those phones, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're on those phones. Well, it's a picture of all the people that have lost. I'll send it to you guys after this. It's pretty funny though. The people who are watching get to see it. All right, go back to what you're talking about.
Yeah, what was it?
Mark Hamill's
Oh yeah,
Twitter.
Mark Hamill just tweeted out about the loss of Carrie Fisher, and it was emotional for me. It was very heartfelt because I watched Mark, how great it was reuniting with Carrie Fisher and Harrison Ford and all the original people from past when they were shooting episode 7. So
Yeah.
when I watched that yesterday and then I saw his tweet today,
No words.
just no words cannot describe.
Yeah.
I wonder how did Harrison Ford react to it?
I actually haven't seen anything, if he said anything.
Well, you know, he said in something. We just haven't checked yet.
Yeah, he definitely has to have said something.
Do you think cast members, actors, and actresses from the prequel trilogy will have any particular feelings towards this event?
Absolutely. They might not have gotten, most of them from the prequel trilogy didn't get to work with her at any point. But just the fact that they are in the same unit, like they worked on the same franchise, it's something they can connect on.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be able to. I'm sure it will have affected them.
Bringing a little bit more of a humor into this, or at least trying to, wonder if Natalie Portman and
Just
Hayden
going-
Christensen will say anything about like our daughter's gone.
I'll check, but just going through, Mark Hamill's Twitter account is pretty. This is heavy. Like just a few days before, he's tweeting out stuff like hashtag Carrie Christmas and a picture of Princess Leia with hope on it. Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is the Force to be with Carrie. And then today, tweeting out no words, hashtag devastated, and a picture of him and Carrie. That is.
Who tweeted that?
That was Mark Hamill.
Harrison. Oh, that was Mark Hamill?
There's
Carrie-
another person who wrote out a very heartfelt speech.
Here's I'm on Carrie Fisher's Twitter account now. Her last tweet was from December 21st. You can barely read it because half of it's emoji.
Oh,
I'm dead serious. Oh my god, no, hold on. I just found an entire tweet, 140 characters, all entirely emoji from her.
Well, that's something new. She was emoji crazy.
Yeah, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna find Harrison Ford.
Man, I'm gonna try and remember who that actor was who gave the heartfelt speech about her.
I don't think Harrison Ford has a Twitter account because that's obviously not a real one. Let's see.
Um, I'm just going through her filmography. She Star Wars, like we've been saying, she did so much though.
Yeah.
How many films is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Good
19, 20,
gosh.
21, 22, 23, 24.
Chewbacca's tweeted out. Peter Mayhew. Tweeted out. There are no words for this loss. Carrie was the brightest light in every room she entered. I will miss her dearly. And that's something that I've heard from a lot of people, is that she's always the life of the party whenever she was around anybody.
Yeah, that's what Mark Hamill was saying in the interview he was giving.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie, he was just talking about Carrie Fisher for a minute. He was like, no matter where she is not only the life of the party, but she makes sure everyone is happy. Also, she's done over 40 films.
Wow.
Not where she's the main role. She's just been in 40 films.
Wow. Huh.
That's pretty impressive, yeah.
You can actually see her lifeness in terms of bringing life to the party, and even her character portraying Leia, or at least in the original trilogy. Leia was kind of slowed down in Episode 7, which is obvious due to Carrie's age. But even in the original trilogy, Leia seems very much more like the lifelike one. So it makes sense that she was the one who brought light, quote unquote, to the party. You know?
Yeah. It's amazing. Just going through different stuff. Here's George Lucas's statement on Carrie Fisher. Carrie and I have been friends most of our adult lives. She was extremely smart, a talented actress, writer, and comedian with a very colorful personality that everyone loved. In Star Wars, she was our great and powerful princess, feisty, wise, and full of hope, in a role that was more difficult than most people might think. My heart and prayers will be out with Billy, Debbie, and all of Carrie's family, friends, and fans. She will be missed by all.
Speaking of George Lucas, yesterday I was watching just a bunch of things about Star Wars, and he made a comment in an interview he gave before Episode 7 came out, like a week before or whatever, something like that. And he was talking about when the original trilogy was being made and The New Hope was in production when they were filming.
Yeah.
He talked about Carrie Fisher, and he was saying he could not have picked anyone better for the role. It was a super difficult role that was very hard to pull off, and she did it with just tenacity.
Yeah, she also didn't wear any underwear either.
Yeah,
as I've heard.
Yeah, my bra killed me in space, something like that.
Yeah, there is no underwear in space.
Yeah, there is no underwear in space.
Yeah.
So I remembered who he wasn't an actor, he was a known filmmaker, Kevin Smith.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
He made Clerks and Jay and Silent Bob.
He made a really long, not a long, it's not, I wouldn't consider it TLDR, but he gave a pretty lengthy speech on Facebook about this whole tragic event. And I was wondering if you guys wanted me to read it out loud.
Yeah, go ahead.
About what?
It's Kevin Smith on Carrie's
Okay,
death.
yeah, go.
The princess stole my heart at age 7. Anybody who knows me knows Carrie Fisher was my first love. I thrilled to the adventures of Princess Leia in the Star Wars movies, but from 77 to 84, I was in love with Carrie Fisher herself. My bedroom was filled with Carrie Fisher pictures from any movie she was ever in, including Polaroids I took off the TV when the Blues Brothers hit cable. I was jealous of Paul Simon when he was dating Carrie Fisher and wouldn't listen to his music until they split up. I paid to see Carrie Fisher in Chevy Chase and Under the Rainbow 9 times when it was in theaters, mostly because Carrie Fisher was in underwear in one scene, lol. In childhood, I committed myself to Carrie Fisher without ever meeting her the way novice nuns commit themselves to Christ without meeting him. Decades later, I got to tell her this when Carrie Fisher and Jay Muse were in a station wagon on the set of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. She was gracious about
Yep, there it is.
She was gracious about hearing it for the zillionth time from the zillionth man or woman who grew up idolizing her, but wickedly added, "I'm glad to know I helped you find your lightsaber." And with that, she stopped being Carrie Fisher to me and just became Carrie. That's the Carrie I'll always remember. The dutiful, standard bearer of childhood dreams with the wicked sense of humor and a way with words. She didn't want to get paid for her role in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Instead, she asked that we buy her these antique beaver chairs. For a reason, beaver seems an appropriate currency for this movie. When she was a guest on season 1 of our Hulu show, spoilers, Carrie curled up in the throne like she belonged there. And she did, after all. She was royalty. As a boy, I dreamed of marrying Carrie Fisher. As a young filmmaker, I dreamed of casting Carrie Fisher. As an adult, I dreamed of being as sharp-witted and prepossessed as Carrie Fisher. And now that Carrie Fisher is gone, I'll dream of my friend Carrie, whose entire magnificent career I was lucky enough to witness, whose honesty made me a better person, and whose spirits, like the Force, will be with us always. Good night, sweet princess.
That's a very well written tribute.
Yeah, and coming from who is it again? Kevin Smith.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great filmmaker, and he does a lot. In his movies, you can see the inspiration he took from George Lucas, and even more specifically with his female roles. All of them have that Leia attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the prequels, she kind of, for lack of a better term, she looks down on authority. Like anyone who's ranked higher than her, she looks down upon them because she is a princess.
Yeah. And when I first heard the news that she had a heart attack on the airplane, I was at work, and it shocked me. It really did. It shocked me, but I didn't. I was worried, and I followed it. But my buddy, he wasn't worried about it at all. He had the attitude like it was like, oh, that sucks and everything, but he had the attitude of it's just a heart attack. In this modern era, heart attacks you can overcome them. And then we heard that she had to get CPR to revive her. And then we knew it was serious.
Yeah.
And then we started hearing the news that she would get better and better and better. And then she didn't get better, apparently.
When the news first got out about her having a heart attack, I wasn't that concerned. I was like, she'll overcome it. It's Princess Leia. You can't.
She's overcome the drugs and the alcohol, but
Yeah.
She would come over the heart attack.
But as it progressed, my hopes started to dampen. And then yesterday when they said she was doing a lot better, I was excited. I was like, good, she's doing good. Hopefully she'll be out soon. And then we got the news today.
Yeah. I was the same way. I was like, well, I guess it was her time to go.
And me, I was in shock when I got the text. Honestly, I thought, honestly, I thought Harrison Ford would be the one to go first.
I did too.
I actually thought Mark Hamill was going to be the first to go.
Really?
Yeah. And that's due to after he kind of stopped doing live action films, he got into voice acting a lot more. He put on quite a bit of weight.
Yeah.
So I was like, he's probably going to be the first one to go because Harrison Ford never let himself go.
No. Harrison Ford is still in shape. But But Leia, like we can forget it. We can forget sort of about her past and everything, but her body won't. And all that drugs and alcohol must have caught up to her
Yeah.
because she did OD on set once. And Lord knows how much cocaine she took up while shooting with the Blues Brothers. You're out there with Belushi. So I would imagine that might have been one of the most cocaine-ridden movie sets in the history of all time.
I don't know. I would think the set of 2.5 Men was probably more cocaine filled with Charlie Sheen.
Well, I'll take it. Oh, but there was a separate. It was put into the budget. Their cocaine. The cocaine for the Blues Brothers was in the budget.
I don't think you understand how much cocaine Charlie Sheen does.
Okay. I don't think you understand how much cocaine John Belushi did.
I don't understand how much John Belushi does because I don't know too much about him.
Yeah. Well, he OD'd on that stuff later on. I mean, there's not much to say in this. We're not going to go on for an hour and a half on Carrie.
On Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, on
Right.
our we'll talk about all the other celebrity deaths on our 2016 recap on New Year's Eve.
Well, the ones that you guys know about, because I didn't really keep up with a whole lot.
Oh, I have a list.
Since I'm kind of out of the
Oh
loop.
yeah, yeah, we got lists.
I'll send it to you.
All right.
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moments in the Star Wars movies?
Just your favorite Carrie Fisher moment.
Yeah, favorite Carrie Fisher moment. It could be anything from 4 through 7, or even her birth. I mean, in 3. Well, I mean, Carrie Fisher wasn't in there. I'm sorry. I'm
Carrie Fisher bikini.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Actually, no. Actually, it's on Endor. It's on Endor when they're riding the speeder bikes. I love that scene. That's one of my favorite scenes. That's actually my favorite Carrie Fisher moment.
Ben?
Ooh. My favorite Carrie Fisher moment is when it's also it's also an Endor, but it's not the speeder bike. It's when she's talking to Han. It's when she's talking to Han when after the Death Star 2 has been destroyed, and she's telling him that Luke is a brother. I really, really like that scene.
Okay.
So, and it's basically saying that, yeah, I love Luke, but I love him as a brother. But I love you, as she loves Han. So, I really like that scene.
That's a good one.
It's a really good one.
Jacob?
My personal favorite Carrie Fisher moment is when she first meets Luke in A New Hope. Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?
That's rememberable.
I didn't want to choose that because I knew everybody would choose that.
That's my personal favorite moment of her. Like
that
to me, that is
Bikini
her
Leia.
best moment.
I wouldn't say everyone would choose that because honestly, I didn't when I asked that question, and while you guys were sharing your moments, that scene I didn't think of that scene at all.
That's the first one I thought of, but I didn't want to choose it because I knew everybody else would.
Oh.
Actually, I don't think that's the one most people would choose. I actually think the scene most people would choose is
when Alderaan
Leia
Bikini Leia.
Han. No, either Bikini Leia or Han and Leia's first kiss.
Okay.
I don't know. I think a lot of people would also remember the Alderaan scene.
Yeah.
I don't think that one's that big because
I think that was more of a Tarkin moment than it is a.
Yeah,
It's more of a Tarkin moment. Also, Leia, I really hate because we're supposed to be praising her today. I'm gonna have to diss on her for a moment. There's just no emotion. Her face is kind of blank in that scene.
In what scene? Alderaan?
When the Death Star blows up Alderaan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just not enough to captivate the audience. It's been a good stream, guys. I know this is going to be a really short one.
Yeah.
All right.
I saw that we had one guy watching.
Oh, that's me.
Oh,
I always put my channel on there just to, I'll go over there and check it just to make sure we're still good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're still good.
All right.
Sorry to dash your hopes there.
I was about to say, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh no, we get our views from the replays. We don't get our views from the live views.
got it.
but
All right.
that's a legacy gone.
If you want us to talk about, we're going to talk more about this in the 2016 recap and other celebrity deaths, including ones that impact us, our best and worst. Please like and subscribe; it helps a lot. Thank you for viewing. Just the viewership helps a good bit, but a like and a subscribe would help a ton. Follow us on Twitter. We're at the Loose Cannons on Twitter. That's cannon with a 1 N. Not two. It's a play on words. Stick with us.
It's not like the weapon.
No, it's like, yeah, not like the weapon. We're trying to be smart here with a play on words. See how well it's working out.
Could make a BoJack joke, but I'm not going to.
Keep it Carrie. Keep it Carrie.
Yeah, exactly.
No, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Please view some more of our stuff. This has been the Loose Cannons, remembering and celebrating Carrie Fisher, cracking a few jokes at her expense because she can't defend herself anymore. Oh, all right, that was awful. Yeah, that was a terrible joke.
Yeah, that's going to be edited out.
Yeah, you can't edit these.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. No,
Good one,
seriously.
Maddox.
Yeah, yay. No, but seriously, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This has been the Loose Cannons. See you guys the 31st. We're having our next live stream.
Yep.
Yeah. The 31st, and we'll have weekly podcasts and hopefully daily videos coming out soon once everybody gets all their equipment set up. Thank you guys for watching. Everybody say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. May the force be with you all.
May the force be with you.
You as well. See ya.
Always.